Hey, happy Saturday morning to you, everyone. Welcome to today's auction, a rare Saturday morning. Wait, Mrs. T, we haven't done a Saturday morning in a long time.
Yeah, good morning, good morning. It's been a while.
It sure has. And hey, by the way, that is Mrs. T, my partner in crime.
Hello, hello.
And my other partner in crime is TuliTuli. Let's hear it for coming in. And welcome, everybody. It should be a fun auction. We've got
Your mic is on.
no. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Yeah, my other partner, and then it went out.
All right. Can you hear me? Check 1 2. Check. Oh, like oh. Check 1 2. Check. Okay, check 1 2. Check 1 2. Can you hear me? Let me know. What's that? Okay. How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah. In the morning. Let me try this. That's a good thing. All right, guys. Hello.
It sounds like you're underwater.
How about now? Can you hear me now? I just switched it to a different port. And we're off to a great start, Mrs. T. All right.
They say it's like a battery issue.
Oh, you know what?
Wire. Hey, P. Clark. Good morning. Good morning.
Speaking of batteries.
Julie says now it's better.
Okay.
Indiana person says it's good. Okay, so
glad someone mentioned batteries.
All
right. Well, off to a stellar start here. Hopefully,
Rick says don't touch it no more. Got it, Rick.
All right. Let me
leave it off.
Hands plug off. It in. And man, now I remember why we don't do Saturday mornings anymore. It's kind of hard to scramble and get ready. And we had a heck of a night last night, a big function last night. So how about now? Can you all hear me? Now let me get some tape and tape this. Here it is. Here's the blue tape. We're going to tape up this wire so I don't accidentally hit it with my knee or anything like that, which would be very likely that I would just mess it all up by hitting it with my knee.
Okay, they're saying it sounds good. Thanks, Indiana in person.
All right, thanks, guys. And whoever's this thing up here, there's that. All right, I think it's all out of the way and ready to go. Woo! All right, guys. Hey, welcome back. Can you all hear me? TuliTuli says, oh no. Can you hear me? All right. Let's take a look here and get ready. And I'm going to go over the instructions, the auction instructions, and then we're going to talk about something pretty serious in just a moment. And
they do hear you.
Okay, good. Mm-hmm. All right, let's start. Well, everybody gathers up. I see, oh, wow, over 30 people. And thank you for suffering through my audio issues. Over 30 people here. Welcome, everybody. And if you're new here, which might be likely considering the fact that we are on a Saturday morning now, as opposed to a Friday or a Saturday or even a Sunday night. Mm-hmm. And might have a new crowd here. Let me mess with this here. There we go. All right. I think we're fully functional here. So if you're new here, a very popular question has been, do you need to be a member? No, you don't need to be a member. Just show up, hang out, and bid in the comments. You don't have to put a letter or anything weird like that. Just bid in the comments. Shipping is $5, unless you are a channel member at level 2, 3, or 4. In that case, shipping is free. So I certainly encourage you to consider becoming a channel member, supporting the channel, and getting free shipping to boot. Also, please keep track of what you purchase. Now would be a great time to pull out a pad and a pencil and keep track as you go along. Also, be sure, please, to pay for your purchase after the auction. Mrs. T and I will be packing all the wins up in maybe this afternoon, most likely tomorrow morning, maybe after church or something like that. So paying promptly will help us in that respect. Let the moderators moderate. TuliTuli is here. And if I haven't seen Central Michigan, but if he shows up, we've got some really good moderators. And here on the channel, be courteous, no bad language. If there's a snipe or something like that, please understand that that's just the nature of an auction. And no throwing a fit or anything like that. We have a good-natured channel. We'd like to keep it that way. Bid increments, another popular question. Anything under $100 is a $1 bid increment, but then once it hits $100, it's a $5 bid increment, and that will most likely happen this morning. I almost said this evening, Mrs. T, so I'm so used to auctioning off at night.
I know.
And last, by the way, if you're a CashApp or Venmo person, we really, really much prefer PayPal. But if you look down here, we do offer CashApp and Venmo, but I'll need your address. A lot of times people will pay on that, but they don't give their address, and we have to kind of hunt them down. So PayPal by far is the easiest. So I would suggest just doing that. And last but not least, thank you for your support.
Yes.
Thank you. And that your support in these auctions allows us to run around all over God's green earth making videos for you to enjoy and keep this craziness going. So before we really even get into today's auction, I wanted to share some news with you that some of you may have heard rumors here and there. And I've got some very sad news to share with you. One of our friends of the channel, and when I say friend of the channel, I mean a very good friend of the channel, someone who is a coin shop owner that I would visit quite frequently and have a good time with. And he would come on these auctions and we would share laughs, and he was always just so good-natured. Our friend Kevin Hunt, I don't know any other way to say it, but our friend Kevin Hunt has passed away. I learned the news, and I just did a video with him last Wednesday. And so when I got the news on Tuesday, you can imagine, I was just utterly shocked, saddened. Mrs. T shed quite a few tears over our friend, Kevin. Yeah. And the details are still coming out. I just got a message yesterday that there's a service of some sort planned, and I'll be sure to share. But many of you know Kevin would always come on here and tease around a little bit and have a good time and joke around. Big time cat lover, and Kevin's gone. And this whole week has been me and Mrs. T and others that we know talking about and processing and trying to figure it out and make sense of something that doesn't make sense. And we're just very sad about it. I hate to start the show on a sad note, but my friends, what we're going to do in honor of Kevin is we're going to have what we're going to do in honor of Kevin. There's Kevin showing up, a ghost in the machine.
It was just hard to process because we had just visited, and we were making plans to see each other in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And then we get that news.
I've got a video on my phone of our friend that I haven't even posted yet, and I'm still debating. He was very cheerful and happy, and when we made that video and had a lot of fun, and we got to meet Rick the Tick with Kevin at his shop, and we all had a good time. And lo and behold, just a matter of days later, he's gone. So what we're going to do is we are going to ring the bell 3 times for our friend Kevin and honor him. And that way, here we go. Whew. All right, guys. You may be hearing some things coming out, regarding Kevin and different. Some of you are coin dealers. Some of you live in Indy. Some of you, have friends that knew Kevin or are friends with Kevin. And Kevin was in Indianapolis. He was on Keystone Avenue. I would visit him frequently. And so, here we go.
Yes.
I think we're going to go on with the auction. And as more details come, I will share them with you in the days to come. But there is a service on the 20th.
Yes.
And I'll share some details about that later. But you bet Mrs. T and I will be there honoring our friend. So anyway, let's go on. One last thing about Kevin. We're going to give away some silver. And it's a question about our friend. What year was he born? He always was searching out coins and rounds of this year. And so what year? And RH, my man, nails it. And for those of you who don't know, Kevin was always, and he was a young guy, guys, very young guy. He was always seeking out 1988 coins. He was a big fan. He loved Notre Dame, anything Indiana, anything IU, anything South Bend, anything state of Indiana. And so let's figure out Mrs. T. I see RH.
Yes, RH.
I see 6-pack.
Yes.
I see Central Michigan.
Yes, hi Central.
And I see Rick K.
Yeah.
All right, Central Michigan's in the house. Here you go, Mrs. T. All right, guys. Whew. All right, we're going to go on with the auction. And by the way, anybody new here will get one of these magnets for your gun safe or your fridge, your beer fridge down in the basement or in the garage or what have you. And everyone also will receive a little gift for participating and jumping on and buying a little something. We are going to start. And by the way, today we have quality, a lot of quality, less quantity than normal, but a lot of quality items that I think you're really, really going to enjoy. Stuff you've never, ever seen before. So hold on to your hat. We're going to start with the JM bar 0580025. I love how these JM bars are serialized. Buck and go, my friends. Buck and go on the JM bar. There we go. Yeah, Kevin, call. I agree. Way too young, gone way too early. And buck and go on a JM bar. As you guys start, I'll take a last sip of my Java here. J is a 28. Oh, that was the second coffee. 6-pack is at 10. Nothing like that. Coffee in the morning, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, this week I needed a lot. I don't know about you, Mr. T.
Oh yeah.
I needed a lot of coffee this week.
I like how you call me Mr. T.
Mr. T today.
Yeah, did you see that video, Mr. T? My gosh, that man, he had a lot of gold in around his neck in the 80s. And I haven't seen Mr. T lately, but I can only imagine how much all that gold is worth.
Yeah.
All right, 6-pack. And by the way, are we at spot price of like $27 for silver, something like that?
Wow.
So this should be going for a little bit more than just a little over spot. This is cool JM vintage going one time. And if you're new here, just make a bid, put it in the comments. And it's just, once I type in the word SOLD, the auction, anybody above that is a live bid. Anything below that is too late. So now is what we call sniper time. And it looks like 6-pack's about to take it down, going once. Oh, Simple Hillbilly bumps it up. So we reset. A 6-pack, you're out at this point. Simple Hillbilly's in the lead. Nice to see you here, Simple Hillbilly. We weren't sure how many people, going once, by the way, would show up on a Saturday morning. So many people are accustomed to the evening auctions now. I especially appreciate TuliTuli here this morning. And hi, Tiger. No worries. Glad you're here, Tiger. And going 2 times and going once, $31 for vintage silver. Oh, Newt is at 32. We reset. And it was kind of funny. Last week, nobody wanted the clock. And then they wanted the clock.
Yeah.
And then they didn't want the clock. So I think the clock worked out okay. We might use the clock a little bit later. But for starters, let's just go old school. Hey, Tiger, I don't just wake up for anyone. I'll wake up for you. All right. Right on, Tiger. Glad you're here, my friend. Newt going once, going twice, and sold. And we'll put this in a flip to keep it nice and pristine. That's for Newt.
Good morning, Tiger.
Yeah.
All right.
All righty. All right. What's next, Mrs. T? Oh, let's get, like I mentioned, silver is at $27. Here's some old school. Here's a trade unit. In God we trust. I don't know what side I like better. I like the balance scale. I also like that Screaming Eagle, who looks pretty aggressive there. And I do like the In God We Trust. So we're going to start this again. Buck and go. So start me off. An ounce of vintage cool silver. I think it looks pretty good with the natural light, Mrs. T. And by the way, we're going to auction off at least one of Mrs. T's silver pours. I know those were very popular last week. And one person in particular pretty much wound up with all 4 that were offered, leaving other people wishing they had one. So we've got one to offer in just a moment. A little bit later, LLC is at 28. LLC is at 28. Ooh, a buck over spot on vintage. Oh my goodness. Mrs. T, maybe we should switch back to nighttime when everybody's awake. All right, guys. All right. If that's where it's at, that's where it's at. We're starting off slow, going one time. I've got some incredible stuff to offer you guys tonight. I'm not even quite sure.
You keep saying tonight.
Or this morning. I'm not even quite sure where to start. Indiana in person's at 29 on the vintage silver round from, I don't know, if I had to guess, I'd probably say like early 80s or so.
Yeah.
All right, Indiana, $2 over spot on vintage. Wow. All right, going once. Indiana going 2 times. Oh, no problem, Rick. The other side is those balance scales, kind of like that side too. It's got a nice clean look, but what I especially like about this is that it says silver trade unit, and I'm already going once, going twice, and we made it up to 30 from LLC, and here we go. Yeah, underneath the eagle is where it says In God We Trust, right down there. RH is at 31, and now people are starting to wake up, Mrs. T.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Going one time.
Yeah, the coffee has to get in, or whatever they're drinking has to get in.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't,
going 2 times. And going once. Going twice. And sold. It's at $32. All right, congratulations, LLC. The vintage is heading your way. And let's try another piece. This one has got a purple hue to it. If you like toners, this one's different. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. Can you tell? It's got like a purple hue to it. Not sure. And then Sunshine Minting 999 Fine Silver. This is the really pretty side. Oh, yeah. Oh, a little exonumia.
Was in there.
Oh, we could do that later, Mrs. T.
Okay.
I'll put that up there. All right, buck and go. Yeah, definitely is purplish. Like the finest of purple hues to this one.
Do you need more coffee?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'll just drink water from here on out. I don't want to be shaking over here,
Okay. Well,
putting the coins out.
I'm gonna go.
Okay, sure. No problem.
Mhm.
Jay Swartwood is at 28. So $1 over spot on the purple hue, vintage silver. Christopher James is at 30. And and then Revenant is right behind. Christopher was the first to 30. Revenant, you'd have to be $1 more on the purple hue toner for the toner fans in the house. For the toner fans. And here we go. $30 going one time. I can't believe the run that silver and gold had this week. And by the way, we will be offering some gold this evening. Revenant is at 32. Let me see if I have any more of these. Let's see. The gold, yeah, I'm basically out of gold except for one piece. All right, yeah, one little piece of gold to offer tonight. And Christopher James is at 33. We've got Revenant and Christopher kind of going back and forth here. Christopher is at 33. Did I say evening again? You know what? I might need to put a gram of gold, or excuse me, a gram of silver in a little jar for every time I say evening. Tiger, you don't melt that vintage silver, my friend. Let's see. It looks like Christopher James at 33. Revenant responds at 34. These two both like the purple hue there. And it is nice. Look at that. There it is in the natural light, you can see. And Revenant is at 34 going one time. Christopher, jump in. Oh, and he did. Christopher's at 35. You know, some people love the tone, Mrs. T. Some people could take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I happen to be someone who enjoys the tone.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, you know, it's everybody has a different taste.
Yeah, And let's see. I'm going to say going one time to Christopher James. I'm going to say going two times to Christopher James. Going once, going twice, and sold. Congratulations, Mrs. C. That's Christopher James there. And here you go. Let's see. What should we do next? Oh, I know. All right, guys. Old school. Let me zoom out just a little bit. We're going to go old school Mexican. And we're going to go with a Mexican Silver Libertad, 1982. The gordita, the little chunky one, the little chunky lady here. And there is the edge lettering. This is what everybody loves. And pretty. Both sides, obverse, reverse. And will that fit? Yeah, just barely. There we go. Mexican Libertad, buck and go. Yes, you heard right. Buck and go. In the coin shops lately, these are in usually around $50 or so, somewhere in that neighborhood, 45 to 50, when you can find them, which is not easy. And Eagle Steve's here. Hi, Eagle Steve. Mark Poplin, there you go. Putting us in the right direction, Mark. And yeah, those are, like when we went to Indy and went to 3 different shops, I think we found a couple at like one of the shops, and 2 of them like, nope, we haven't seen those in a while. Yeah. Because I always ask. I always ask, hey, do you have any Mexican Libertads? And ask enough every once in a while, you'll get lucky and find some, but not always the case. We're looking at Mark going one time at $40. Really good price. Really good price. Mark at 40. Ooh, you guys are going to sleep on this one. Mark at 40 going 2 times. And we have over 50 people here, Mrs. T. That's very nice. Happy Saturday morning to everybody.
Good morning.
Sun is shining here. Hope it's nice by you. All right, guys, sniper time. Oh, Phil is at 41.
It could be a little warmer, but I'll take the sunshine.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what. Even if it's chilly outside, just seeing that sunshine makes such a big difference.
Yeah.
And Mark, you're out right now. You have to bump it up a couple bucks. Phil's got you at 41. Should be closer to 50, but hey, You guys are the market. And it's not over yet, Mark. You can still jump in there and place your bid. I'm going to say going 2 times to Phil. Hi there, Tig Tig. Hello, hello. And going once, going twice, and yes, it is sniper time. And sold, sold, sold. All right, who was that? That was Phil. Phil took it down.
Okay.
41 bucks. That's a good price, my friend. Very good price.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let me move over to. Let me throw back out another one of these JM bars. And Mrs. T, let me know when we're at auction number 12 or so.
Okay.
And then we'll do another giveaway.
Sure.
JM bar, cool looking silver, serialized. And here we go, right there. Number 0580030. You got quad O's, quad zeros there. On the JM bar, buck and go. Buck and go. Oh, Mark was just a little bit late there. Yeah. Usually people have in about an 8 to 12 second lag time.
Mm-hmm.
So from the time you type in your response or your number and it gets to my comments, it's usually, depending on your internet and where you are in the country and all that stuff, it could be as little as 7 or 8 seconds, and then sometimes as much as 10 or 12. All right, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to say Jay Swartwood at $30. Ooh, that price, this will be the last one of those. I'm saying going one time. Jay, let's see if it holds up. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. Serialized. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Hey, by the way, how did you guys like in the video today the dual cameras? Mrs. T was filming as I was filming. And if you watched this morning's Sherry video, give me some feedback on that. Hi, Mark.
Yeah.
Newt's at 32, going one time. I thought it added a little bit of, I don't know, a little artsy, made it a little more interesting. We'll see. We'll experiment with that a little bit. See if you guys like it. We'll keep doing it, perhaps, as long as Mrs. T's willing to come to Coin Chops with me. Newt at 32, going 2 times.
As long as you have somebody else with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about dueling banjos? I do like that movie, The Deliverance, that's for sure. It's a heck of a movie. All right. 32, going once, going twice, and sold. Oh boy. Only 5 over spot for a nice vintage. Very good buy there.
Yeah.
Very good buy there.
Uh-huh.
All right, guys, I'm going to have something special for you.
Uh-oh.
Now, here we go. Are you ready? And maybe I shouldn't even sell these because I don't even know the vintage on these.
Uh-oh.
This, my friends, is a 1/20th ounce Mexican Libertad 2023. This is proof, and it is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And it just came in the mail yesterday, and gorgeous. So Henry Hicks or any other fractional lovers, here you go, or Libertad lovers in general. Let me put that little guy right there and see if I could zoom out. That is a beauty, my friends, a real beauty. Let me put it up so you can see the light a little bit better. Position it just right. Oh yeah, there she is in her glory. Buck and go on the 1/20th. For those of you who aren't really into numismatics, just understand that when a mint mints a proof coin, that is the finest example that they can possibly mint with the technology available to them. And there you go. Man, that's a gorgeous one. Newt's at 22. Newt is at 22. And Rick K is at 23. Yeah, it's a pretty one. I honestly, for the proofs, for this 2023. I don't even know what the mintage is. And maybe I shouldn't be selling these if I don't know the mintage, because I might be giving away too much of a bargain. But either way, we're looking at, hi Roger, we're looking at Rick K at 23. Rick K at 23. And I'm going to say going one time. I mentioned earlier that we're going to go with quality today, high quality, maybe a little less quantity, but high quality today. Rick K at 23 going 2 times. And up Tig Tig is at 25. Tig Tig is at 25. And we're going to say Tig at 25 going 1 time. Tig at 25 going 2 times. And then finally, sniper time. Tig at 25 going 3 times, and sold to Tig Tig. All right, Mrs. T, here you go.
I see Newt right before. What do you have?
I have Newt right after.
Right after?
Newt right after. But Newt.
Even Tuli.
Yeah.
Had said that. That's why I want to confirm.
No, on mine, I'm looking at going once, going twice, and sold, and then Newt immediately after that. And
okay, so it's Tig Tig.
Tig Tig. Tig Tig.
Tig Tig. Okay.
All right, that was the 1/20th. Then we step it up a little bit, and here is the 1/10th. The 1/10 ounce Mexican Libertad from 2023, proof variety, buck and go. Buck and go. And yep, congrats, Tig.
Okay.
And Newt, that's the classy thing to do, my friends. And that's the kind of community we have. That's why we like coming back week after week after week and hanging out with you guys. 1/10 ounce, guys. Simple Hillbilly starts us off at $20. And proof Libertad. Boy, I wish I knew the mintage. It's got to be
Somebody
just
will
ridiculously low. And I had it somewhere.
Somebody will tell me.
Going, have I been hitting the clap, Mrs. T? I can't remember. Simple Hillbilly at $20. Ooh, Simple Hillbilly going 2 times. Simple Hillbilly might catch everybody sleeping here. They're all stunned by the little 1/20th. And
Rick,
he ain't telling.
Rick is not telling.
Newt is at 22.
I'm sure they all know they're not saying anything.
The BU was at like 4,800, so I can only imagine the proof's got to be lower than that, I would imagine. We're looking at Kevin Call at 25, going 1 time. Kevin Call at 25, going 2 times. And Kevin Call at 25, going once, going twice, and sold. Ooh! Sniperoo, $26.
Yeah.
It's a Simple Hillbilly, Mrs. T.
I see that. Yeah.
All right. Let's walk it on up. Walk it on up to a 1/4 ounce. Ooh, getting bigger and bigger there. Look at that pretty beauty. 1/4 ounce Mexican Libertad for your consideration. And there you go. 1/4 ounce. Buck and go, my friends. Buck and go. You start it off. I'll take a sip of water. And I see a little list of scuffs like on the plastic, but it's 100% definitely not on the coin. I can see that for sure. 1/4 ounce. Where are we at? All right. TuliTuli is at 30 on the 1/4 ounce. TuliTuli is at 30 on the 1/4 ounce. Libertad. Riquet's at 31. And we'll see what happens. Here we go. Riquet at 31, going 1 time. TuliTuli confirms. Riquet at 31, going 2 times. And Riquet at 31, going once, going twice, and oh, Mark Hopland.
Yeah.
Mark Poplin with a snipe at 33, Mrs. T.
Yeah, there's
Mark
sniping
Poplin.
today.
Yeah, we got some
This
major
morning.
snipe action this morning.
Woo.
All right. You saw the 1/20th. You saw the 1/10, 1/4. How about the half ouncer?
Uh-oh.
How about the half ouncer? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Buck and go. Buck and go on the half ounce Mexican Libertad for your consideration. Again, I'll take another. Stay hydrated here. Ah, boy, this is high action here. What are you laughing at, Mrs. T?
The cranky stacker says, just watching is killing me.
All right. Hey, there's over 50 people here, almost 60. TuliTuli starts us off at 35 on the half ouncer. 35 on the half ouncer. Center this up a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't mess with my camera too much.
No.
All right, 35 to TuliTuli. Going one time. And let's see.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for a piece of paper that showed how much I paid for these, because that's a good price right now. 35 is quite a bargain, and we'll see where it eventually lands. But for right now, you didn't see that piece of paper, Mrs.
Probably
T?
behind you.
Oh, okay, got it.
Right there, no?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's a really good price on a half ouncer. All right, here we go. I'm gonna say going. Everybody wants to snipe today. Okay, going one time. Oh, Kevin calls at 37, going one time. TuliTuli's at 40, and we're gonna say TuliTuli at 40, going one time. TuliTuli at 40, going two times. And going once, going twice, and she's backing it up.
Uh-oh.
And you'd have to be at 46 or higher. And sold. TuliTuli. Ooh, Kevin called tried, but I've got 40 to TuliTuli ahead of the sold sign. TuliTuli got in the nick of time.
Wow.
Had my
nice job.
Finger been a half a second slower, we would have said that one went to Kevin Call, but it's time to show the big boy. Here we go, or the big girl. Look at how pretty. Pretty. Man, 1 ounce, plata pura, the finest example of the Mexican mint. Buck and go.
Have you woken up?
And Cranky says, let's hear it for the mods. I'm with you, Cranky.
Yay.
Buck and go. Revenant is at 45, way below what I paid. Eagle Steve is, this is the full ouncer. And there we go. Cranky is at $1. You're low, Cranky. Fish Finder is at 45. And Simple Hillbilly's at 60. And there we go. Simple Hillbilly at 60 bones. Simple Hillbilly at 60 bones on the 1 ouncer. And we're going to keep this party rolling by saying going one time. TuliTuli says. And we're going to say Simple Hillbilly at, ooh, that's a good price.
Yeah.
A really good price. Oh, Tim Diaz is at 62. Bumps it up. Simple Hillbilly, you're out. And here we go. Going once. Simple Hillbilly going two times. Oh, where are we at? I'm off. Simple Hillbilly is at 65. Simple Hillbilly is at 65, going one time. Simple Hillbilly is at 65, going two times. And let's see if Tim jumps back in, going once. That's a good price, actually.
Yeah.
Going twice, and sold. You got yourself a nice piece there. Ooh, let's see a face reveal. There's my messy hair in the morning. See it? There we go, Mrs. T.
Right?
All right, you guys ready to have your minds blown?
Uh-oh.
Here we go again. 1/20th ounce.
What are you doing?
1/20th ounce. We're starting with the little one again. Buck and go. If you missed it the first time around, here's your chance. There she is. Buck and go on the little 1/20th. Buck and go on the little 1/20th. And here we go. 1/20th proof Mexican silver Libertad. Had so much fun. We'll do it again. Let's see. There was quite a few battles for the 1/20th. Let's see where this one lands. I have to zoom in a little bit. Yeah, my camera doesn't do it justice. Kevin Call might sneak off with it for $20. Kevin Call might sneak up.
Okay.
Sneak off. Kevin, you're in the lead, my friend.
Yeah.
Call, and TuliTuli confirms call 20 going 2 times. Oh boy, this would be the steal of the morning right here.
Yeah.
Going once, going twice, and
He probably is like nobody wake up.
Kevin Call, you caught him sleeping.
Wow.
Kevin Call, you caught him sleeping. Nice job on that one. And Matthew, a little late. But you're just in time to jump in for the 1/10 ounce Mexican Libertad. And yep, hey, thanks, TuliTuli. I always forget to ask for likes and all that stuff, but I appreciate you doing that. Buck and go on the 1/10 ounce Mexican silver Libertad. Buck and go, here we are.
Okay.
All right, where are we at? Any bids? Nobody wants the 1/10?
Nope. It
I
looks
guess
like
not.
They're like, nope.
2023, last year's, Revenant, last year's 2023 Mexican silver Libertad. Proof version, pristine, and beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Kevin starts us at 20. See if he can catch everybody sleeping again. And I'm right with you, Kevin. Let's see. Let's see if they jump in or you take it for 20.
Yeah.
Kevin at 20, going 1 time. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Fractional silver. Fractional silver proof. Kevin Call at 20, going 2 times. And Kevin Call, oh my goodness, going once, going twice. You guys better hurry. Oh, TuliTuli is at 21. TuliTuli is at 21. And Kevin responds at 23. Kevin at 23, going 1 time. It's Buck and go. And Kevin Call at 23, going 2 times. And going once. Who's in the lead? Kevin at 23, going once, going twice, and sold. All right. Heading back up.
Yeah.
Bigger and bigger. Here we go.
It's gonna get the real collection.
Yeah, somebody's going to have nice opportunity here. 1/4 ounce Mexican Libertad. Buck and go. Buck and go.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
All right. Buck and go on that one. Eagle Steve starts at $1. $1 for the 1/4 ounce. TuliTuli is at $30. Let's see where she lands, guys. $30 from TuliTuli, going 1 time. And TuliTuli at $30, going 2 times. See if that holds up, TuliTuli. Going once, going twice. Ooh, that's a good price. And sold. And she put in a backup bid that was not necessary, $30. And Kevin tried. He was just a second late. But don't worry, Kevin. You can try again on the 1/2 ounce. You guessed it. 1/2 ouncer right there. And over 50 people here, Mrs. T. And we're saying buck and go on the half ouncer.
Happy Saturday and happy weekend.
Oh yeah. Hopefully
God.
everybody hopefully is ready for some basketball tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, a fun night of and by the way, I don't know if any of you saw the women's game last night with Iowa, and who did they play?
UConn.
UConn. Oh, that's right. That was a fun game.
What a game.
That one girl could shoot. Let's see. Where are we at? Half ouncer. Do we have any bids on the half ouncer? Christopher James is at 30 on the half ouncer. Half ouncer. Call at 32. Kevin Call at 32 is what TuliTuli is saying. All right. $32 on the half ouncer. Whoa. All right. Oh, wait.
No.
She says Chris at 30. Chris at 30.
That was from the
that was the previous one. Chris at 30. Chris, in the confusion, you might just wind up with this half ouncer for $30.
Yeah.
And no worries, TuliTuli. It's all good. Going 2 times to Chris. Christopher James at $30. Ooh, that's bargain prices. Simple Hillbilly knows. He puts in a bid of 35. And Captain Stacks. I like that it's not Captain. It's Captain. Captain Stacks. Kevin Call, although Simple Hillbilly is at 35, going 1 time. Simple Hillbilly is at 35, going 2 times. And going once, going twice. Simple Hillbilly at $335 and sold to TuliTuli at 36. TuliTuli at 36. Oh boy. TuliTuli got a nice one there for $36, Mrs. T.
Yep, sure did.
And guess what's next? You guessed it. There she is. 1 ouncer. That's a little too extreme. Ooh, look at that. Whoa. This is a family channel.
Is that
all right?
Don't forget, we're going to do a gaw after this.
Oh, a gaw after this. All right. You got a gaw after this, and then I'm going to blow their minds. I told you it's going to be quality over quantity today, and lots of Libertons, lots of cool stuff. Eagle Steve is at $30 on the 1 ounce. The 1 ounce Plata Pura, pure silver, 2023. Gee, I wish I would have looked up the mintage on this. The old memory is not what it used to be. Eagle Steve puts us in at 50. And
no, Eagle Steve's at 30.
Oh,
Fish Finder.
Oh, my bad. Fish Finder is at 50. Thanks, Mrs. T. And TuliTuli is at 50, but Fish Finder was there first. And gosh, that's like around my cost right there. So let's hope it goes up a little bit. Yeah, Tim's at 60. And we're going to go Tim at 60 and see if that holds up going 1 time, or people let this one slip by. Simple Hillbilly is at 65. Simple Hillbilly is at 65 going 1 time. Simple Hillbilly is at 65 on this gorgeous coin. TuliTuli is at 66, wanting to add to the collection. Papa York's here. Hi, Papa York. And Tuli is at 66, going 1 time. Tuli, Rob's at 68. Rob's at 68, going 1 time. Pretty coin, my friends. Pretty coin. Rob is at 68, going 2 times. And going once. Going twice to Rob at 68. And sold to Rob, B-E-I-N-D, Bendit. Congratulations. That's a nice coin right there. All right. Mrs. T says we need to do a giveaway. And so we're going to do a giveaway. And thank you for your bids, guys. Again, there's going to be some more really high quality stuff coming out that you will be stuff you haven't seen before. So here we go. Let's give away some silver. And I love adding these to people's packages, and they get whatever they bought plus a little extra gram or 2 of silver, and it's fun to do that. Oh, here we go. This is going to be a quick one. What species of butterfly did Mrs. T pour?
Oh, boy.
What species of butterfly? Is that
It's
too
gonna be
easy,
fast.
Mrs. T?
It's going to be fast.
Yeah,
Yep.
Monarch is correct. RH, Rick K, Mrs. T, you got that?
Yep.
And then we have six
Yep.
pack,
Mm-hmm.
and then Eagle Steve.
Yes.
Congratulations, guys.
They were quick.
Yeah, very quick. And speaking of Monarch, I know last week we did these, and boy, just Fasikas just dominated, man. That dude, he wanted them, and he didn't mess around, and he got all 4 that were offered. Mrs. T will send this. Mrs. T, we didn't even have you fill out a certificate of authenticity. I'll dig one of those out for you.
No, we have it. Yeah.
Oh, you filled one out?
No, but I have them right here.
Okay, yeah, you
I
can
have
fill.
them ready.
Yeah, you can fill one out. And this one is toned up. It's pretty. You see little hints of color in there, but mainly the tone kind of shows the contrast and the nooks and the crannies and the interesting little pore marks and everything else. This one, you can see some color on that side, a little bit of turquoise and like a violet. 2.3 ounces. Mrs. T is kind of practicing her stamping.
Yeah. So don't.
The O is a little sleepy. I decided to lay down here. OZT ounces Troy. This is number 6. And Mrs. T. See how it's going up? Mrs. T.
Well, it doesn't help that I smashed my thumb.
Yeah,
The hammer comes down. Ooh.
Yeah, and I like it. I like it like that because as you go along, and if you decide to continue pouring, your stamping will get better and better. By the way, we have a stamp coming in the mail, so that way you don't have to write out MRS.T every time. You could just go poof, stamp Mrs. T. But in the meantime, until that shows up in the mail, these people will get the very, very first pieces that you've ever created. The only 2 people that have these butterflies are Fasikas and Sherry.
That's it.
And we didn't even keep one for ourselves. We have a couple here we might keep. We'll see. We'll see how this one goes.
We do.
All right, Mrs. C, I say we do a buck and go.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, the last ones
going.
went for, what was that? Like $190 or something like that last week. I don't know if this is going to go for $10, 110, or what. But
whatever it goes
well,
for.
I can tell you right now, Revenant is already at 90. Revenant is at 90 on that. Oh, Rick K is at 105. Oh, I know Rick K needed one for his wife.
Yeah.
This is a pretty one, Rick K. It's got a lot of character, a lot of nooks and crannies, but that butterfly is just popping there. She does look pretty. She does look pretty. And guess what, guys? Fasikas is probably at a show selling his own stuff and not here this morning. So
you have a chance.
You have a chance here before Fasikas comes in and puts the hammer down at $200 or something like that. Looking at Rick K at 130. It's this one. Just I don't know. It's pretty. It's got a lot of character. Rick K is at 130, and Revenant is at 135. Oh, that cold water hits the spots.
That's number what?
What's that?
What number are you?
Oh, this is number. Oh, and she, by the way, she even stamped a little butterfly. She got a stamp in the mail. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it next to my crusty finger there? Nice little butterfly. Yeah, that one came out good.
Yeah. Like I say, it's those stamps and that hammer.
Yeah, it does take some practice. I'll tell you that. I've bumped my finger way too many times.
Yeah.
All right, we're looking at, and by the way, it's, how many? 2.3 ounces.
And number 6?
Number 6.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to start the countdown. Let's see. Tuli is at 140. Tuli is at 140. And you may see a little bit, a hint of color here or there if you look very closely. But the tone just shows cool contrast between the wings. It just, that tone and the silver, it just kind of pops. Tuli's at 140. Going one time. Tuli is at 140, going 2 times. That's about a $50 discount over last week, thanks to Fasikas not being here. And TuliTuli going once. Cranky's cheering her on.
Yay.
Going twice. And oh, lordy. TtheSilverStacker out of nowhere, dialed in with a snipe. Oh, Lord, and Rick K just behind. So we have TuliTuli got sniped. Rick K was just a little late. And Tiger winds up with it for $145. Ooh, that's a good price.
Yes, and you're gonna enjoy it. Whatever they go for. The love of pouring is what I like to do, and so somebody to have a little bit of fun here.
All right, Mrs. T, you had a couple people disappointed that they didn't get one. Rick K, if he didn't break his phone and throw it across the room, and it's stuck in the drywall right now, we'll let him dig his phone onto the driveway.
Okay.
We talked about doing a second one. Which one you pick, Mrs. T?
Okay.
Which one would you like to do next? Oh, and you've got 3 good options there. It's up to you. It's totally up to you.
This one.
All right.
Okay. So I'll do that one.
All right. That it? Huh? You're switching?
This one.
All right.
Yeah, because that's
hard choices. Yeah. All right. The one you picked, Mrs. T, might be my favorite. Look at this. Look at that color. This is the first one of its kind like this, where the butterfly is just popping like that. 2.5 ounces. This one's a little heavier. It's got the butterfly right there. It's 009. This is number 9.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Mrs. T there. The back is nice and shiny. And let's see.
2.5 ounces. Right?
Is that what I said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2.5 ounces. But look at this. Look at that crazy color. You got orange. You got purple. You got turquoise. Do you want to talk about this one artistically? That kind of talked about a name for this one and what it reminded you of.
Yeah, just the color of the background, just to emphasize the beauty of the monarch. Making it shine through.
Yeah. So the butterfly is the star of the show here.
Mm-hmm.
But the colors to me are amazing. It almost looks like a butterfly illuminated in the nighttime or something like that, with all kinds of insane colors there.
Yeah.
But for those who missed out the first time, buck and go, my friends. Buck and go to support Mrs. T's new hobby of silver pouring. We're going to a show. There it is in the natural light. Can you look at that, guys? I mean, whichever way you turn it, it just looks a little different. And that's the beauty of the crazy tone. Rick K is at 100.
And this is the only one like this because that's the only one I've left with it untouched in the middle.
Yeah, Mrs. T is trying out different techniques and stuff like that. Don't ask for our trade secrets or our artistic secrets, but she's kind of figured out a way to put the color around the perimeter and keep the butterfly shiny and pristine like that. Pete's at 105, and we've got an auction going on here, guys. I know TuliTuli, I don't know if she's interested in this one or not, but Tiger came out of nowhere that last one. That was funny. And you got some purple. That's your color, Mrs. T.
Oh, I love purple.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely love it. So.
And at the moment, Pete Clark's in the lead at 105. All right, here we go. Pete Clark at 105. Ooh, this might be, to me, it's the prettiest, and this one's going for the lowest, but that's art for you.
Yeah.
Its beauty is in the eye of the beholder, whatever somebody
you're right. And
likes.
You can't ever, say one's better than the other because you just don't know what people, enjoy.
And it's whatever you enjoy.
Yeah.
All right. Pete at 105. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Going. Oh, Roger S. jumps in there at 110. And let me take a sip of water and we'll see if Pete responds.
Mm-hmm.
Or Rick K. Is Rick K still here or did he break his phone? I haven't seen him in a while.
I know, right? No,
Roger S. is in the lead at 110, going one time. Roger S is in the lead at 110, going 2 times. Oh boy. That is going to Roger S in just a moment. Oh, Long Live Coins jumps in at 115. And let's see if Roger or Pete or anybody else decides to get involved here. LLC, friend of the channel, LLC, who happens to have his own YouTube channel and is very good at what he does and very educational, is in the lead currently at 115. And I'm going to do the countdown. Going 1 time to LLC. Is number 1 going up. I think Fasikas got number 1. Oh, do you mean out of those 4 that we showed this morning? I'm not sure, TuliTuli. It'll all depend on how.
Is she the one on the short?
No, that one on that little picture I took.
This morning.
I think it.
The one without anything?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this one goes.
Oh, she's saying yes on that one. Okay.
Okay, that's what
Roger,
she's talking about.
okay,
I think she's talking about this one. Let's
yeah.
see.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you had them in order.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. We're looking at Roger S going 1 time. We're looking at Roger S at 130 going 2 times. Yeah, Tuli's referring to the post.
Ah, okay.
That's TBD. It kind of depends on how these go, I guess. I don't want to oversaturate the market
and the thing
by
is,
doing too many, and then they wind up going for like silver spot price.
That, and then my weeks are crammed, like this week coming up.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So.
Pete Clark is at 135. Tuli says wait.
Yeah.
And I think we will.
Yeah.
I think this will be it. This will be the last butterfly of the day.
Yes.
And okay, let's put these over there, Mrs. T.
Yeah, because we
Yeah. All right. Sorry about that. TuliTuli's at 140. But I'll tell you what, this is pretty. TuliTuli is at 140. Going 1 time. TuliTuli is in the lead at 140, going 2 times. Somehow I feel like Rick K is lurking there somehow. And
no,
I don't know.
He's probably walking around in circles at this point.
I'm going to type out SO. It's kind of hard to put a price value on a piece of artwork, but TuliTuli at 140 going once, going twice, and sold. Pete Clark at 145. Pete Clark. Woo!
Oh,
Man, TuliTuli almost had it. TuliTuli almost had it. Pete Clark, congratulations. Very nice snipe there. And nice purchase. And I never heard TuliTuli curse or anything like that, but I would imagine she's probably a little disappointed. But hey, that's auctions, and
thank you,
Tuli, for your bidding. And Pete Clark just got you. Woo!
Thank you.
All right. Here we go. Congrats, Pete. Says Thomas. All right, guys. I told you we were going to blow your mind, and we've got more and more and more stuff. But I'm about to show you something you've never seen. Here we go. Told you, quality over quantity. And you guys ready for this? This is a T original. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, man.
Yeah, oh, man is right.
Wow.
This is an entire set of Libertads. And will it even stay up there? Should I put it there? An entire set of Mexican Libertads in a little case. I could even open it up for you so you could see the true beauty. There you go. Ooh! Will it stay? I don't think that's going to stay, my friends. So you can see there, you got the 120th. You've got the 110. You've got the quarter, the half, and the full ounce of Mexican Libertad. There's a little something on the glass there. But there we go. Here we go. You got the whole set, my friends. The whole set there. And yeah, you guys all saw what they went for earlier. And if you want to do the math, you can kind of add them up. We're going to start kind of low on this one. Well, when I say kind of low, I'm going to say a buck and go. What the hell?
What?
Yeah, I know. It's kind of stupid, but.
My eyes
right,
bugged out.
Bug.
They're asking bug. What year?
2023. What we just did individually, I put them all together in a set. And for you to consider, you've got all of them there, guys. The whole set all at once in a nice little box.
Wow.
You could display them on your bookshelf or on your desk, or just put them away in a safe and keep them nice and protected. There you go, guys.
Wow.
Buck and go. And I don't know, that might have been a mistake, Mrs. T, but I told you guys I wanted to offer something you'd never seen before.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. In a nice little case. Roger gets us started at 110, which is below my cost, I can tell you that. And Simple Hillbillies at 140. You're closer to my cost.
Yeah.
And man, got the whole set in one shebang.
Wow. Plus, it's in a nice box.
Yeah, I hope people like that. Hopefully, they like that little touch.
Mm-hmm. It is
There you
nice.
go. Simple Hillbillies at 150. And I probably could have sold them for more individually. I thought, well, let me just throw out a set. Let me just throw out a whole set. Little box with the little magnetic. I mean, it's going to look nice on somebody's bookshelf or what have you. On their desk. And Simple Hillbillies at 175. Oh, there you go. All right, what do you think, Mrs. T? Is that cool or what?
That is nice. I like it. I would like that little sign.
I know. I should get one for you. Tim's at 200. Tim's at 200 for the whole shebang. And let's see if that does it. I'm going to start the countdown. Tim Diaz at 200, going one time. Yeah, those tiny little sizes, those little 1/20ths.
They don't.
Those are the key right there. Simple Hillbillies at 205. And by the way, this is the only set like this that I have. So in case you think, oh, maybe T's going to pull out another one.
Yeah, no.
Nope, this is it. Simple Hillbilly at 205, going one time. Simple Hillbilly at 205, going two times. And going one. And by the way, I'm going to bubble wrap the heck out of this thing, inside and out. Going once, going twice, and... Sold. Simple Hillbilly. You got yourself a really nice set. Tim, thank you for your good, strong bidding there. Simple Hillbilly takes it at 205. Congratulations, my friend. I hope you enjoy it. And I think you will. All right.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right, guys. I told you I was bringing the fire today and all kinds of cool stuff you haven't seen before. And the craziness is just going to continue. My friends. Oh boy, this one is something that's going to blow you away. And I hope you guys appreciate the beauty of what you're about to see. And I'm going to throw this out here. And I'm going to say, if you can get these, which you probably won't be able to find. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. I'll tell you why in just a moment. These came out, and all the Labor Todd lovers on the planet decided to snatch these up simultaneously back in February. Now, you can't find them. Look at this, guys. This is the Proof 70 Ultra Cameo. Let me get that little dust off of there, Mrs. T. Oh, man. There you go. The Proof 70 Ultra Cameo. Now, let me show you something, just so you know. The reason I said you probably won't be able to find these is because The last ones were sold on eBay. I kid you not. This is February. 150, 250, 179, 178. That was back in February. There hasn't been one of these sold in the whole month of March that I could find. This is the most recent sold prices on these were in the 150, 170, 180 range. And now they're gone like that. Don't ask me for my contact. Don't ask me where my hookup is at. But man, I got a good one. And let's see here. We're going to start this. Should I? Okay. Buck and go on this. And let's see.
Maple says that they didn't think that they made ultra cameos.
Yeah, there you go. Right there.
And Fish Finder's at 100.
Fish Finder, strong bid. I can tell you this, below my price. By the way, I put one of these in my slab collections. And this one I'm offering to you guys. Man, that's, again, for the Mexican mint, in my opinion, you guys know I'm biased. I mean, I go nuts over the Mexican mint. Not just me, a lot of people would say finest mint on the planet. And here you have it in a nice NGC holder. Finest mint on the planet. Finest coin on the planet to many people. And there we go. Let's see where she goes. Phil is at 130, which is below eBay prices, and considering you can't even get them anymore.
Wow.
Phil is in 130. Oh boy, I'm starting to have regrets, Mrs. T, of a buck and go, but I said it.
You said it.
And I'll honor it.
Yes.
Phil at 130. Oh my. I'm not really gonna do very well on this one, Mrs. T, but here we go. I'm offering it to my people.
Yep.
And here we go. Phil is going to get a bargain here.
Wow.
But way below eBay prices that you can't even find anymore. Phil at 130 going 2 times. And Steve is at 135. TuliTuli is at 140. All right, people are starting to wake up now.
Gold Maple says, did you know that they even made antique silver liver tags? They only made them for 1 year.
Yep. I've got some antique ones. I'll have to show off my full Labor Tide collection sometime. You'll see one of these in that collection. Proof 70 Ultra Cameo. Man, that's about as good as it gets. I'm going 1 time to Long Live Coins at 145. Let's see if there's a response from Tuli or Steve S. or Phil. Long Live Coins below market value. By quite a bit, actually. Never mind the fact that you can't even find them on eBay anymore. Steve S is at 150. I'll start the countdown over again. Steve S at 150, going 1 time. Steve S at 150, going 2 times as Central Michigan jumps in to help out since TuliTuli was a bidder here. And LLC responds at 155. Again, below market value. And I like to throw stuff out to you guys and make some good offerings. Going 1 time. 155 going 2 times. And going once. Going twice. And sniper time. Sold. I'm looking at LLC at 155. LLC, I'm glad it went to someone who really appreciates beauty. And to the other bidders, thank you very much. I'm going to put this right back in that plastic. Here we go. Button her down. And guys, thank you for your bids. LLC, oh man, you got a beauty. Hi there, Dave Richardson. Nice to see you here. And man, oh man, we got a lot to offer today, my friends. Gold went through the roof this week. Absolutely went bonkers. And this is the only little gold piece I have. And dang, it's a cute little piece. Mrs. D, take a look at this.
I know.
It is a little Chinese panda bear. I'll try to zoom in on this a little bit better. Let me see, is this a 19? I have to look at it a little closer here. Oh man. 19, is that 89? Yeah. 1989. You got the little 1/10 ounce. This side isn't as pretty as the other side. It says 1989, so you got a back date. It does have like a little copper or something or other coming through there. But this side right here is the nice side. And actually, no, this isn't a 1/10. This is a 1/20th, Mrs. T.
120.
Yeah, a 1/10 would have cost me, gosh, for something vintage like, yeah, this is a 1/20th. Sorry about that. 1/20th. Tuli, if you want to correct that, that's a 1/20th gold. But you got the cool factor of the cute little panda there. Let me see if I could zoom in so you can see that little panda laying on his side there. I'm going to do my best with the camera work, guys. Here we go. Zooming in. I don't think the camera really does it justice, to be honest with you. Can you see the little panda laying on his side?
It's kind of hard to see.
Kind of hard to see. Maybe if I just hold it. Oh, there he is. There he is. Little panda bear sitting on his side.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, so this is, just to give you an idea, this is about 100 with the gold up and everything and the collectability factor from 1989. That is probably about $160 coin right now at a coin show that we're about to go to tomorrow. I'm going to say buck and go.
What's on the other side too? You want to see?
The other side is the classic pagoda there with the date at the bottom, 1989. You got a little copper something or other coming through there, but really, if I was going to display this one, you display it on that. This is 1980s Chinese silver and buck and go.
Wow.
Buck and go on a piece that's probably about $150, $160 piece. Buck and go, Central Michigan, way below what I paid, way below. And I'm starting to have regrets already. Maybe I should have kept this one, Mrs. T.
Yeah. Yeah, you go on and on about how cute the panda is, and then you're like, oh, well, buck and go.
I know. Why did I do that? Jay's at 90, still way below what I paid for it. And on the little panda bear, this would be a nice one for a spouse, or there's a little better lighting there. A spouse or a kid, or just keep it for your little stack. There you go. Steve is at 95. Yeah, major regrets now, Mrs. T. That's considerably below. I got the panda is just so darn cool. And the fact that it's from 1989. You got 80s silver here from China. And Central Michigan's at 96. Rick's at 101. The next bid would need to be at 106, which is still considerably below what we paid for it. And, well, I threw it out there. Huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I just gave Mrs. T the hand signal of how much I paid for it, and she gave me one of those wife looks like, ooh. All right, Steve S., you're going to get it below what I paid for it at that price. Unless, yeah, I'm telling you, it's highly collectible gold maple, highly collectible Chinese gold. Chinese gold out of China here in Indiana. And Steve S. is going to get it. Central Michigan is at 110. Oh, you know what? In order to be legal, you'd have to be 111. But Simple Hillbilly is at 115. At 120 now. Yeah, look at the mintage. Thomas looked it up. Yeah. $250,000 about. Yeah. Under 300,000. Yeah. Highly. So this is, you're not just getting it just for the gold value, even though gold is up like crazy. You're getting it for the numismatic value. And I hate to say it, but it's still below what we paid for it at 120. Simple Hillbilly at 120 going one time. Simple Hillbilly at 120. you win some, you lose some, Mrs. T.
That's true. I mean, it's all good. I mean, it all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what the auction is.
Oh, Steve S is at 125. Simple Hillbilly bumps it up to 130. And I'll be honest with you, we're finally at a break-even point. Simple Hillbilly at 130. Tuli is at, sorry, Tuli, you're behind. You'd have to be at 135. And so 130 is the lead with Simple Hillbilly at this point in time on the highly collectible Chinese gold, not silver, gold. Going one time to Simple Hillbilly. I kind of can feel a snipe coming on, Mrs. T. 130 going two times. And SOLD going once, going twice, and sold. Simple Hillbilly. 130. Oh, Steve S tried, but was just a half a second behind.
Yeah.
Simple Hillbilly. Basically, our cost. Congratulations, Simple Hillbilly. I liked it at 130.
Yeah.
And I probably should have kept it, but too late now.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, you are. Let's see. I'm going to throw out a nice numismatic piece, a really nice numismatic piece. And let me tell you, I can tell you this one. I'm not a coin grader, but I was comparing this to other slabbed coins that I have. This is every bit of an MS64. MS63, MS64. If you would have this graded, I think you'd do very, very well. This is not your little $30 Morgan dollar. This is more like a $75 Morgan dollar. She's about as pretty as it gets for not being a slabbed coin. Why she was never slabbed over the years, I don't know. But I paid up for this one because I wanted to offer you something a little nicer. And what the heck? We've been doing buck and go all night. Buck and go on an 1885. Oh, 1885. Oh, and a lot of times these are kind of worn out, and I kind of pontificate and guess. I wonder what this would have bought in New Orleans in 1885. But honestly, this one looks like it was bought and stuck in a somebody's sock drawer for 100 and something years. Buck and go on an 1885 very nice numismatic piece, Morgan dollar from pre 1900 are always very desirable.
You're gonna have to do a golf soon.
All right, I'll do a gaw in just a moment.
But yeah.
Oh boy. All right. Oh, I got an easy one. Here, let me see that. Nobody wants the Morgan dollar?
No.
Are we still on? Steve S is at 35. All right, I got it here.
Okay. Tuli's at 36.
Yes, the... All right, I'm writing right now. I'm writing a gaw question. David is in the house. David's at 40. Steve S is at 45. We're basically approaching my price for it. And I'm writing out a question. Gaw question. I think it's kind of an easy one. I guess I've been throwing out softballs today to these guys, Mrs. T.
Yeah, well, sometimes you make them hard, but sometimes you make them, most of the time you make them that everybody knows.
Yeah, we'll have to see who's... All right, I got the next gaw question ready.
Sounds good.
And Steve S is at 60 on the pretty Morgan dollar. I would throw this up at MS64 at least, and that's being conservative. And that's based on the ones I've looked at in my own collection that are slabbed. Steve S at 60 going two times and going once, going twice. I think you're going to be very happy with this one, Steve. And sold. I stand corrected. I think you're going to be very happy with this one. David. Sorry about that, Steve. David got you there. On the pretty numismatic piece. And we're going to do one more. And then we're going to do gone. Now, I told you that one looked about as nice as a MS64 or so. Here is the exact same coin, 1885 PCGS MS64. So there's no doubt about it. New Orleans, 1885, mint state, MS64. There she is, right there, by PCGS. This is about a $100 coin in the PCGS slab. David got the equivalent unslabbed. Here it is, slabbed, buck and go.
Whoa.
Buck and go on a gorgeous Morgan dollar. And who doesn't like Morgan dollars? I love them. I love them. Here we go. Buck and go. Let's see if it goes for higher than the raw one. I certainly think it should, since it's, I think this one gray sheet's at they're like around $100 or so. Last I looked. TuliTuli's at 70 on the slabbed Morgan dollar. TuliTuli is at 80, getting closer to that gray sheet price. And Rick K is at 81. Got a little battle going on, quite a bit of interest. We've struck a nerve here, Mrs. T. I think people like Morgan dollars.
Yeah. No, they're nice. I mean, I like
especially
them.
slabbed. You know exactly what you're getting from PCGS and PCGS. Steve S is at 88. And let's see. Steve at 88, Tuli says, I'm going to say going one time. Nice piece. Below market value. Steve S at 88, going 2 times. And let's see if there's a snipe or it holds up for Steve. Steve going once. Oh, David bumps it up to 95. David's doubloons. The man likes his American numismatics. David at 90. Ooh, Steve S is at 97. Will not be denied. I think the unslabbed looked nicer, Kevin Cole says. I don't know. David might have gotten a PC. He might have gotten a 65 or 66, to be honest with you, with that raw one. And that's taking a flyer on a raw piece like that. If he sent that in, I mean, it could be a 65 or 66. If that's the case, then you're talking about a $200 and something coin. And Steve S is at 97, going 2 times. Going once, going twice, and sold. All right, Mrs. T, we're going to hold off, and congratulations to Steve S on that one. We're going to keep the momentum going. We're going to hold off on the golf for just 1 more minute.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, guys. We're going to crank up the heat on the Morgan dollars. Yeah, it's an MS63, but 2 things to consider. Back then, when these rattlers were made, they graded these a lot harder. So this could very well be a 64. And number 2, it is in a PCGS rattler. Take a look. You got the reverse there. Looking good. Looking really good. Really good. And it's in a rattler. This particular one doesn't really rattle very much. It's in there pretty good. It's a 1921 in a rattler. I can tell you guys, when I go to coin shops, these are $150 all day long. You're not only paying for a beautiful coin, you're also paying for numismatic history, because these rattlers are basically the first version of the graded coins. As a matter of fact, let me pull that one back that we just sold to Steve S. This is the evolution. It started with the green one on the left, and it evolved to the right. But I just really love the history of the PCGS rattler. Buck and go. Why not? $150 all day long. Buck and go. See where she lands. on. Do we have any Rattler fans here? Do we have any Rattler fans? I know Central Michigan knows about these things. Yeah, but gold maple, you're not only paying for the Morgan dollar within the holder, these holders are highly collectible. Highly collectible. This is $150 all day long at the Gold Depot uptown here or coin shows. These are drying up. Absolutely drying up. You just can't find them anymore is the thing, because again, this is numismatic history. All right. I love them. I collect them. Matter of fact, I should show my Rattler collection sometime in the near future. Let's see. Yeah, we're looking. Ooh, Central. All right. Wait, that's like not quite half price. But again, all day long, you find these in coin shops, $145, $150, $160, anything with a Rattler. And I'm going to say going one time, Central Michigan, even though it's below my price.
Oh, yeah.
I thought maybe there might be some interest in the Rattlers. I kind of think it's like it's a niche thing. Yeah. I go nuts over these. I mean, I'll buy them all day long at $80. But TuliTuli is at $82.
Yeah, that be for everybody,
but
though.
If maybe it's just an acquired taste. I love the Rattlers. And again, this is below my price. TuliTuli at 82 going one time. TuliTuli at 82. Central Michigan responds at 84. So we're going to say Central Michigan going one time. Ooh. Sometimes I'm just off in my thinking. I thought these guys would be in like 135, 140. Yeah. Somewhere closer to like market value. We're looking at Central at 90. Central at 90. Steve S responds at 93. And we're slowly making our way north. We're going to do a call right after this. This is Steve. We have over 60 people here on this Saturday morning. Welcome, everybody.
Good morning.
If you're here watching Steve in Central Michigan battle it out, I'm going to say Steve at the moment is in the lead at 93 going one time. And I will not be doing any more Rattlers. Matter of fact, let's see. These right here will be going back into my collection. Let's put that off to the side. I'll collect those suckers all day long. Anything under $100. Oh my gosh. I would have paid 93 for this. Yeah. Going once, going twice. Central's at 94. Steve's at 97. Tuli's saying, wait. Yeah. All right, we'll see if it hits 100, one little baby step at a time. Steve S is in the lead at the moment at $97. Oh yeah, gold maple. I don't have any CAC stickers on my Rattlers. It's something I've thought about, and maybe we'll even seek out. We're going to a coin show in Orland Park tomorrow. Are they all? No, they're not all 1921 TuliTuli. Going two times. Going once. Going twice. And sold. It looks like, Central, you're right behind Steve S. Got it at $97. Good try, Steve S. I'm telling you, my friend, I'm going to give you a double clap for that one. That's the bargain of the day right there. And believe me, I do a lot of shopping for these things and a lot of coin shows and coin shops. And it's time to give away some silver. It is time to give away some silver. All right, here we go. Let me show the silver, and Mrs. C, keep a close eye. TuliTuli, this one's going to be over in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
This is a question I just made up real quick. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Where is it at? Where is it located? What does the S stand for? And yeah, too easy. Way too easy. These people, No. S stands for San Fran, RH.
Yeah.
Rick K. 6-pack.
Mm-hmm.
In Indiana in person. Typed
Yep.
it out, San Fran. And if you've never been to San Francisco, if you can get past the homeless people, the city itself is really, really beautiful. And the food and the history, Chinatown, it's a fun, fun city. And I highly encourage anybody to give a visit to San Francisco. Mrs. T.
All right, here we go. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all 4 of those guys.
I thank you for Indiana in person.
You do?
Yeah, can you go up and look?
Let me go back up and look and see what I see.
Yeah.
I see. I'm looking at RH, Rick K, 6-pack,
right,
and Indiana in person, and Thomas right behind on my computer here.
Okay.
So thanks for double checking.
All right.
Sorry, Thomas, you're just a second late. And let's do the last slab of the day.
All right.
And it's a beauty. And this is one that I personally sent in. Well, not me, my buddy Matt Dinger down in Indianapolis sent this in for me. And this is a 1983. Some of you might have seen the video where I took in a roll of Libertads. I unwrapped it right on camera. And this was one of them, an MS66. We did some 65s last week, Mrs. T.
Yeah.
This is a 66, and she's pretty. And if you didn't know, if you're like thinking, oh, a 66, that's low compared to modern day, like American Silver Eagles that come out of a tube are all 69s and 70s. Back in the day, these things were used and abused, exchanged at banks, passed back and forth between people. They got scratched up, carried in pockets, and everything else back in the day. And so to find a 66 was pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. And dare I do it? Even though the last Rattler went below what I thought it should go for, buck and go, why not? Why not? Buck and go on the MS66 Mexican Silver Libertad NGC Gordita. This is the one with the edge lettering.
Rick K's like, do it.
Pretty.
He did it, Rick K.
I did it all
I
right.
don't think he has enough coffee in him.
There you go.
Fear the chupacabra.
Fear the chupacabra. Where's the chupacabra?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I do fear the chupacabra. Oh man, I don't want to see that goat sucker anywhere near me.
And then Rick K's on. I put it on the timer.
Put it on the timer?
We haven't pulled that thing out.
Oh gosh. All right, I'm gonna pull out the timer for what I have next.
Ooh.
This one is Buck and Go, and Rick K. Who is that? Was Rick K asking for the timer?
Yeah.
You asked for the timer, you get the timer. Oh, it's gonna get even funner around here, Mrs. T. Where are we at on this one? TuliTuli's at 80. Ooh, good price. Good price on an MS66. And good luck, TuliTuli. We'll see if it holds up. Going one time.
Oh, he's like wanted it on the butterflies.
TuliTuli at $80 going 2 times.
Yeah. Tuli's like, Ricky, come on, Ricky.
And going once, going twice, and sold. TuliTuli. You got a nice piece there, 80 bones. Oh, Kevin Cole was right behind. Had the timer been on, you might have had it, Kevin, but TuliTuli got that one. And
nice.
Let's see, somebody wanted the timer, I think. Was it Rick K, Mrs. T?
Yes.
All right, let's get that out of the way. Oh, let's get the infamous timer out. And here we go. This right here on your left. There you go. Let's set this all up. On your left is called the lag clock. So what I'm going to do, for those who aren't familiar.
Tuli, I have you at 80. Was that correct, Tom?
Yeah, Tuli at 80 is what I saw. I thought.
Yeah, because he's asking if it was the first bid or the back.
Oh, I don't know. What was the first bid?
80. I saw 80.
Let's see. Let me scroll back up. I see San Fran.
And then I saw 80.
No, I see TuliTuli at 75, and nobody else bid, and Tuli got it at 75.
Oh, 75.
That is correct. Thank you,
Okay.
TuliTuli. Sorry about the confusion there. TuliTuli got it at 75.
Okay.
Mrs. T, stop trying to cheat TuliTuli like that.
No, I'm just making sure.
Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, here we go. This right here is the lag clock. So if you guys put in the word lag, I will call out lag Tuli, lag Kevin, lag, Rick, etc., etc. But what you do is you kind of make a note as to what David lag, Tiger lag, Phil lag, Rick K lag, Lug lag, Rick K lag, Thomas lag, Tuli lag. So you kind of get an idea of Rick K Lagoon, Kevin Call lag. And you'll kind of get an idea, TuliTuli lag, of how many seconds Kelly Joe lag, how long it takes for me on my end to see your bid. So if you figure out, okay, if RH lag, if you put in a lag at 58 on the dot, and that dwindles down 12 seconds, and I finally call out your name and 12 seconds later, that means when we're doing this one right here, you better put in your bid at least 12 or 13 seconds before the Long Live Coins is putting the palm to forehead. Tig tig lag. You better put your bid in before 12 or 13 seconds before this hits zeros. Spokane lag. And that way you know. And also the other thing is put your bids in early. Put your Kevin Call lag. Put your bids in a healthy bid is something you feel comfortable spending, because there's usually a flurry in the last 10 seconds here. So don't mess around trying to lowball, and because you're going to lose it every single time and then be disappointed. All right, guys, enough of the lags. Jay Swartwood lag. We are going to go with an auction and something. I told you, man, we're bringing the Fuego tonight. Or this morning. Here we go. I'm going to put the object here, the slab here, and this will start in just a moment. All right, here we go.
Okay, get ready.
Get ready. Ooh-wee! PCGS, Proof 70, Deep Cameo. Look at that. Slab, 2016, back date. By the way, that's the date, the year the Cubs won the World Series. This is a stunner, my friends, a real stunner. That's a gorgeous one. Look at that. Look at that. And let me get this situated here. And I'm getting ready. That's my year, TuliTuli says. 2016. And we are started.
Uh-oh. Go.
58 seconds. Get your bids in. You can put in a bid of $1, buck and go. Why not? It's not going to end at $1. Well, you could buck and go this one. In 2016, Proof 70, Deep Cameo. Rick K is at $12. Look at that coin, guys. 1/10 of an ounce, 2016. The finest example from that year in a 1/10. Boom. Less than 30 seconds, or 27 seconds, and Rick K is currently in the lead at $12. Oh my goodness. Tig Tig is at 20. Kevin Call's at 25 with only 18 seconds left.
Oh.
You better get your bids in. That's way below my cost, I can tell you that. And Kevin Call, if you get this at 25, it will come complete with a tier from yours truly. TuliTuli's at Central Michigan's at 32. Sold. Looks like Kevin Call at 34. TuliTuli was behind, and so was a whole plethora of other people. And congratulations. Who got this one? It was Kevin Call at 34. All right. Kevin Call got a heck of a deal there.
Wow.
Now you all see how this works. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to do another one. So if you missed out on that one, you got the same thing, and go.
Oh boy. I think everybody jumped.
Yeah.
I know I jumped.
All right, here we go. Buck and go on this one.
Same year, everything?
Same year, 2016, 1/10 ounce, Libertad. Beautiful silver. Look at that. You got the whole Eagle and Snake and the whole 9 yards. Spokane's at 30, still below my cost. And maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I just, Rick Hayes at 31, still below my cost. And we're halfway done. There's 28 seconds left. Simple Hillbilly's at 35. And let's see. Tuli is at 40. Let me type this out. SOLD. I took a bath on the first one. Let's see what this one goes for. And there's only 15 seconds left. So if your lag is higher, right Tuli's still in the lead at $40 with just a few seconds left. Central's at 45.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy.
Sold! Central at 45 takes her down. And I think you guys are, congratulations, Central. I think you guys are getting the hang of this. Mm-hmm. Guess what I'm going to do? Bam! I told you guys I got a hookup, and that person has taken good care of me. And there you go. Boom! Minute to win it.
Go.
Minute to win it. So if you missed out on the first two, and you're not going to have a ton of other chances, here you go. Buck and go on the same deal. 2016 Mexican Libertad, 1/10 of an ounce. When they go, they go. And there it is. There it is. Henry's at 30. Woo! Below my cost. And we'll see. Did that dog over there just fart, Mrs. T? Oh my goodness.
I don't think so.
You can't smell it? All right, here we go. Henry Hicks is at 30. And with only 23 seconds to go, Tuli's at 40. Tuli is it says, I am female. Tuli is a lovely lady. And with 10 seconds to go, she's in the lead. And here we go.
Hicks, how much?
$40 to TuliTuli.
Yeah.
With only a couple of seconds, Sam. Looks like TuliTuli at 40 buckaroos is slamming the Libertads today.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good deal. Go look them up on eBay, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. 2016 Mexican Silver Libertad. And we're going to do a buck and go starting now. TuliTuli says, I'm feisty today. She sure is. And buck and go. All right, TuliTuli, I see, made them read and leave you alone. If somebody's messing with TuliTuli, they're messing with me. I can tell you that. And they will be banned from this channel if anybody messes with TuliTuli. Proof 70, deep cameo. American Patriot is at 35. Decent bid, but kind of low. 30 seconds to go. Maybe it'll hold up, American Patriot. You never know. You only know if you throw out a bid and see what happens.
I think Henry Hicks was first, though, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. I stand corrected. Henry Hicks was the first to 35. There's 17 seconds. Oh, 35. Too low.
Whoa.
And let's see if anything comes in the end. Or else Henry Hicks is going to get another bargain of the day.
Yeah.
And in 5 seconds, Henry, you had a heck of a deal there.
Yeah.
Sold. And snipe perfectly timed. Kevin Cole at 37. Rick Hay just a hair behind at 38. Why do I do this? I don't know. I'm crazy and I like you guys and we're having fun. This is the last one. 2016 Proof 70 decam. That means deep cameo. It's about as pretty as it looks or as it gets. And this is the last one, guys. Mm-hmm. So if you were messing around trying to get one of these at a bargain price, minute to win it, you better get your bids in. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe somebody will get it for 29. Mm-hmm. Maybe somebody will give it for 49. I don't know, somewhere in between. Either way, it's up for grabs with 47 seconds to go. Henry Hicks starts us off at 36. Somebody asked for the clock. They got the clock, Mrs. T.
Yeah. They're probably like, oh, why did
I don't know. I kind of like it. It's fun. It keeps me from having to say going once, going twice, all that. And, whatever. Like I said, Henry Hicks is at $36. He is going to get it. And the clock doesn't lie. And because Henry Hicks is in the lead with 20 seconds to go, guys. Wow. Here comes that flurry of bids. Henry Hicks, you might want a backup bid. I'm just saying. 14 seconds to go. And we'll see. Oh, TuliTuli's at 37. I told you. Less than 10 seconds. Simple Hillbilly was behind. Rick K is at 38. And I'm looking at the feisty one.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the feisty one at $39. Under $40, TuliTuli.
Wow.
You did good. You did very well on this. Anything under $40, this is a $45 coin all day long. And you got it for $39.
Wow.
Well done.
Yes.
Whew, that's the last one of those I'm going to do. Oh, wait a minute. Mrs. T, should I do this? I don't know. Based on what the last thing went for. I don't know. All right. Well, gold's at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Let me ask, but these guys have to do me right. Do me right. I don't know. I'm contemplating it. But I know what I paid for it, and it was not cheap. I mean, gold is through the roof. The 2 pesos. A, should I do it? B, should I throw it out there on the clock? Let's see. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do it at a 2-minute timer. Oh, man. I might be crazy on this one. 2-minute timer on the Mexican 2 pesos. And I hope I get my number that I'm looking for. At the very least, break even at a time when gold is... oh, look at this. This is the first thing I've ever seen where they've gotten it right. This is the obverse right here. And it says right on here, obverse. I've been telling you guys for years, the side with the eagle and the snake is the obverse on Mexican coinage. This little packaging company, who is this? Littleton, way to go for getting it right. It says obverse right here, and the reverse right here is where it says 2 pesos. Man, I know what these things go for, and they're not cheap considering gold is at an all-time high, and it comes in a pretty package as well. Can't overlook that. All right, what the hell? We'll do it, Mrs. T.
So you're not doing the clock, right? Or you are?
I am doing the clock.
Okay, because I know Jay's like, throw that clock in a drawer.
Too late. Okay. Too late. The clock's out.
You are doing the clock.
2 pesos gold.
Oh boy,
2 minutes to win it.
Go.
And boy, I'm hoping I get my price on this one. If not, I'm going to regret it. But what the heck? I threw it out there. I opened up my mouth, and there it is. Yeah. 2 minutes to win it. Henry is at 60. Oh, half price. Half price Henry is what I'm going to call him. Half price Henry. Indiana's at 100. Actually, now with gold being up, that's more than a 120. That's way more than a 120. Rick K is at 101. The next bid would have to be at, we went from 100 to 105. American Patriots in the lead at 105. Henry Hicks, you're behind at 105. This should be closer to 140-ish or so, or 145. We're going, don't forget, it's $5 increments. So right now, AG Bull has it at 110. Ooh, with about 1 minute and 2 seconds to go. The next bid would have to be Simple Hillbilly at 115. And that's where we're at. 115. Oh, man. Rick K is at 123, which is a legal bid. It's at least $5 higher than the last one. And we have 44 seconds, and this is still going way too low. Rick K at 123 is in the lead. I'm looking at, let's see, the next high bid would have to be 128, guys, because Rick K has got it at 123. $5 bid increments. Long Live Coins, you're out at 125. Rick K has got it at 123. You'd have to be $5 higher than that. So 128 or higher is, you're trying to make me do math. Oh, I better type up SOLD. 128. Man, that's, oh my gosh. I'm giving this one. I should have kept it, Mrs. T. Should have kept it. 4 seconds to go. Let's see if there's a flurry at the end. Sold. TtheSilverStacker, the lover of the 2 pesos. Roger, I wish I could give it to you at 140. My man TtheSilverStacker got it at 135, and the night Tiger, you got down on that one. You really did well.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Tiger. He's asking for the sound. I'll give you 2, Tiger. There you go. And we're taking my gold that I wanted to keep. Just kidding. Just kidding. Tiger, nice piece there. Good eye on that one.
Yeah.
And woo-wee. All right. Now, since we have a guy here that likes to melt plastic, I really think there's only one thing to do, Mrs. T. I think there's only one thing to do.
Uh-oh. What's the one thing to do?
And this is going to be complicated, guys.
Oh, no.
Here we go. The man who likes to melt plastic is in the house. These are serialized JM bars in the plastic, original. 0397 904 905 906 907 908. You have 5 consecutive. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that your options here are to take 2, to take 3, because I don't want to break them up, or to take all 5. You can't take all 4. You can't take 4 and just leave one little guy hanging off on the end there that's serialized. The beauty here is that they are serialized. So write this down if you need to. You could either take 2, you could take 3, or you could take 5. You can't take 1 or 4. Everybody got it? Clear as mud? Okay. I'll say it one more time. You can take 2, keep those serialized together. You could take 3, keep those serialized together. Or you could take 5 and keep all 5 together. Or you can't take 1 or 4. Okay, I've said it 3 times now.
What?
Hopefully everybody has it. Yeah, whoever wins it is going to say, huh? What? Now, here's the price, so you understand. Here is the price. The price is this. The price is for 1. Since we don't know if you're going to take 2, 3, or 5, the price is for 1. So if you take 2, just double it. If you take 3, triple it. Or if you take all 5, multiply by 5. So if this goes for $35, you could take either 2, 3, or 5. Everybody got it? Or it might go for 40, or it might go for 17,
Chris,
or it might go for $2, or it might go for 50.
Oh my, Chris with the case, like, what's with all the rules?
Well, the rules is I don't want to separate and have these all serialized and have one knocked off and not together with its mates. So you got 05 onward. 2 minutes to win it. And price per bar. And TuliTuli says must take either 2, 3, or all 5 bars.
Yeah.
And we're at 151 seconds. You could do all 5 together if you want. And if you win it, you could take all 5. Rick's at 20. Henry Hicks is at 35. And again, the bid number is for 1 bar. Multiply it based on how many you want. The cool thing is that they are serialized. They're vintage. They're JM. And they're in the plastic original. And 123 a minute. No IQ's at $40. Yeah, these used to go for like $55, $60. And right now, No IQ's got it for $40. No IQ's got it for $40 with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go on the clock. Let me type out SOLD. Let's see if No IQ holds strong. Will he hold strong and win it? Or will there be a little flurry at the end?
I don't know, but there they come.
Henry's at 41, and it's their prerogative, however they make 2 or 3 or what have you. People like the consecutive bars, as do I. I have some Engelhard, and I think I might have some JM consecutives as well. Definitely have Engelhard. 30 seconds right now, 29, 28, and Henry Hicks is currently in the lead. No IQ, you'd have to come up a buck. And whoever else, Chris with the K is saying cut, then melt. I'm okay with the first part of that.
The cut?
I'm okay with the cut. I'm not okay with the melt. Friends don't let friends melt JM bars into plastic. And 5 seconds, unless your name is TtheSilverStacker. Then you can do whatever you want. And sold. And it looks, Tiger was right behind. No IQ was right behind. Henry Hicks at $41 with snipers in the weeds who are just a second late. Henry Hicks, $41. The question everybody is dying to know is, Henry Hicks, how many of these bad boys would you like? And Mrs. T, do you have those red scissors anywhere?
Yep.
And they may or may not be necessary based on what Henry Hicks has to tell us in just a moment. Henry Hicks says too, the scissors are necessary. And I know we just had them a minute ago.
Yeah, were you messing with them?
Oh, here
right
they
there.
are right beside me.
Yeah.
Mrs. T, just tell me. Oh, open up your eyes, T. All right, Henry Hicks. I can hear the sound of people crying all over the nation when they see this cut. And, oh, all right. Henry Hicks, congratulations. And here we go. All right, we're going to run it again. This time, there's no options. You have to take all three. You have to take all three. I have no interest, and I just don't have the heart to break up the triplets right here. The triplets are 906, 907, and 908. And hi, Scottus. Starting now. 2 minutes to win it on the triplets. There we go. Can you see all on this one wants to lean back? Yeah. That's okay. You get all three for the time, whatever price it is. If it's and Silver Gunner, if you're new, just to make sure you understand, if these go for 45, it's 3 times 45. If they go for 39, it's 3 times 39. So Silver Gunner, making sure you understand that, you might just be putting a hammer down and win all three, and that would be $150. Jay Swartwood.
Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah, prices per bar must take all three.
Not all
so Jay, you understand that? It's prices per bar must take all three. I guess we could have done just a price for all. You know what? That's confusing. Let me start over. Let me hit the stop.
What?
Let's make sure everybody understands. Since I said you have to take all three, let's just bid on all three. Let's do that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Because it would be the same thing. That way people just don't have to do math.
Okay.
So everybody understand? So Jay Swartwood is at 75 on all three bars. That's $25 per bar. So, oh boy.
Well, yeah, because he was like, wait, I'm wrong. If you want
No. Let's Thomas says much better. That way there's no confusion. The price is for the whole shebang. Yeah. The price is for the whole shebang. Yeah, so currently.
So Jay, he thought it was for all three.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Confusion cleared up. There we go. We're back starting at 105. 105, you get all three bars for one money. All three bars for one cost. And currently Scott S has it at $80.
Yes.
Ooh, that's like the price of 2 bars. So hopefully it's at 120 or something like that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. The buyers will determine what this goes for in 41 seconds.
Okay.
And if Scott gets them at $80, all three for $80.
Wow.
Don't try to be cute here and try to snipe at the end. Get your bids in. Roger's at 100. Roger's at 100, still only $33.33 a bar. Have to start low. Roger S is at 100 with 20 seconds to go. Oh,
okay,
boy.
Here we go.
Roger, you might get the deal of the day for $33 a bar. Jay loves the clock. 12 seconds to go.
I hate that clock.
Roger S. Oh my gosh. Oh
yeah.
Man, I should have just done these individually or something.
Yep. Oh man.
The winner is RH at 105. RH, man. RH knows his deals.
Yeah.
Mark came in just a little late. What's 105 divided by 3, Mrs. T? Is that like $36 each or something? $35? RH. Oh my goodness. Good deal on that one.
Yes,
I've got, you know what? Oh boy. I have one little lonely little jam bar right here. Let's just throw this sucker out there. I'm going to change the minutes though.
Tuli says 35.
Yeah, $35 is just way too low.
Congratulations, RH. Did you
Congratulations,
do
RH. I thought I did. All right, let me get this right. Oh boy, what's happening? What point does this thing stop?
I don't know.
I'm trying to get
I'm gonna hear that all day.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh boy, how do we get it back to 1 minute, Mrs. T? You're the maybe here after it goes to 99.
Yeah, it's gonna keep going.
1 minute. All right, woo. All right, minute to win it on the lonely little jam bar, and it's got a nice little serial number on it. And we'll zoom in a little bit. 20 seconds is what you need. Should I? Well, we are at 49 seconds right now. I don't know. If people are slow when it comes to a minute, just imagine at 20 seconds, they'd be behind the lag big time. I've seen guys on Whatnot do them in like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It just boggles the mind. 30 seconds to go, and Rick K is at $1. Wow, TuliTuli. And in that case, you better get your bid in because we're at 21 seconds in the. Oh, Mark's at $30 on the lonely little jam bar.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, Mrs. T.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mark is going to get the deal of the day at $30 on an old school JM serialized bar. My goodness, I might need to break this clock if they're going to sell for $30.
Jay will second.
Oh, I'm crying.
Ooh, but look at that.
Let's go back. Rick K at 33. Rick K before the clock at 33 bones on that.
Congratulations, Ricky.
All right, we're going to do something. Oh, you know what? When was the last time we did a giveaway, Mrs. C?
Oh, well, this is not the last one.
All right, let's do a giveaway.
You're not going to end up with it?
What's that?
That's
the last one? All right, well, wait a minute. We'll
So
finish with the giveaway.
Yeah, you always finish, but
That's true. True story.
Whatever you want to do.
All right. All right, let's try. Good looking gordita. Good looking gordita. TuliTuli, how you doing on time? You have time for a couple more? And here is a gordita. Will it hold? Yeah, she'll hold. And we'll do a buck and go on her. Maybe we'll hold her up a little bit higher though. Try that. Oh, I know. I'll take that off. Pick that up. Put this here. Put that there. Oh, I'm trying to get situated. Thanks for your patience, guys. Man, look at this. That's a stunner right there. Nice, shiny, right out of a roll. Pick this up a little bit. We're going on the Mexican old school gordita, the vintage silver. Let me get her up so you can see her. You know what? Forget this thing. How about we do this? How about,
You're messing around with that.
Am I a genius or what, Mrs. T?
Yeah,
Look at that. How smart.
What year?
This is a 1982.
Okay.
82. Let me show both sides. Obverse. Reverse. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Cartwheel. And where's the best lighting for her? Right about there. Turn to the side. Maybe I'll close that blind a little bit. That might help. All right, buck and go on the gordita. Buck and go on the pretty Mexican silver. To zoom in just a little bit so you can see better. Craziness. Craziness. Buck and go on that little beauty. And close that
Yeah,
up
making sure that everybody understands that this was not the giveaway.
No, this is a buck and go. Who's asking if that's the giveaway? Oh,
No. Because we were.
Because we were talking about it? Oh, okay.
Giveaway.
I was going to say. Oh, man. Mark is at 35 with 25 seconds to go. Mark is at 35 with 35 seconds to go. Did TuliTuli respond? Did she say she's okay on time? We do a couple more? Okay. Why does he keep saying that? What do I keep saying?
Buck and go.
Oh.
But she thinks you were saying
oh my goodness.
A bad word.
Some
and
people have dirty minds, Mrs. T. And on a Saturday morning. Uh-oh.
No, you just sound like you say that.
All right. Where are we at? I'm looking at Roger S. at $40. $40 on the old school Libertad. Nice buy right there. Here you go, Mrs. T. Put that in a flip for Roger S.
Got it.
All right. Let's see. Tell you what. We're going to do a little bit of exonumia. We do a lot of wild and crazy stuff at the end. All right. have a little bit of exonumia. This one happens to be me getting out of the shower.
Oh my goodness.
That's what the title of this one is. It says research industry. Me sliding into the bedroom with the towel on, right out of the shower. I haven't been that skinny since 1989, Mrs. T. A little bit of exonumia. And, ooh, this is Columbian Exposition, 1933. And this is from the Chicago World's Fair, 1933. I don't know if that's brass or what. It's got a little something there, but this is the cool side on the exonumia. And yeah, look at that. That's some weird little writing down at the bottom. I can't even make that out. All right, here we go. Exonumia, buck and go. And we're coming down to the end, my friends. We are coming down to the end. There we go. Look at that little guy. Here he is. Buck and go. On the show the third side. Let's see. I don't see anything on the edge. I don't see anything on the edge. It's just this image of me coming out of the shower right there. Some of the ladies might want to bid on this one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rick's at $20.
Quick, get your bids in.
Mrs. T, I'm surprised you're not bidding over there. Guess you get to see the real thing. All right. Rick K is at 20 on the exonumia. If you were in Harlan J. Burke in Chicago, that's about a $65 piece of exonumia. And Rick K is going to take her down for 20 bones. 20 bones on the Chicago World's Fair, 1933. And sold. And he put in a backup bid, not even necessary. Rick Hay, nice job, well done on that one.
Okay.
And I think we might do a cool round. And let me tell you about this one, guys. I see a lot of the other years. The 1987 RH, you might kind of back me up on this one. The 1987 is not one that I see all the time. And the reason I called you out is because I know you know your Engelhards. It's got some monster tone on the back, dark. Maybe it was in a tube or something like that with this side up. But you got the dark eagle and the flag on this side. So the extreme toner, gorgeous natural tone. And on this side, you got the old Prospector. The old Prospector, 1987. Not an everyday of the week type of deal that you see the 87. In the old school plastic. I mean, this thing might have been in this plastic since, 1987. Somebody popped it right in there. We're going to do a buck and go on this bad boy right now on the old Prospector. Buck and go, 1987. All right, coming down to the end here, Mrs. T.
Okay.
Had a nice auction, a nice time.
Yeah.
There's over 40 people here, almost 50, hanging out with us on a Saturday morning, having a nice time. What do you guys think of the Saturday morning auction? Would you like us to mix it up between night and morning? American Patriots at 36, halfway to go. There are 30 seconds right now at this very moment. There are 30 seconds to go. Do you guys like the morning? Evidently, obviously you're here, so you must like it. I kind of like it. That gives us later to pack everything up and everything. Mark is at 38 with 10 seconds to go. Let's see if there's a little flurry at the end on the 87. Hard to get date. Tough date on the old Prospector.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. Sold. RH knows. RH knows. That's a tough date, guys. Real tough date. And RH happens to be an aficionado of the vintage. All right, Mrs. T, I think we
You're gonna do your
do a gaw and appreciate everybody being here. Oh, I have a good question for this one. Here we go. I have one of those 3x5 cards.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that there.
You didn't do your commercials, I don't think.
Oh, that's okay.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that. It's been we're kind of out of practice doing this on a Saturday morning. Tuli, I really appreciate you being here, and everybody else. We're 50 people.
So they like it, and some without the timer, and then like the morning. We're just going to have to see what we can do because we do have tennis coming up.
Oh yeah, our daughter is in tennis, and
she does play on the weekends.
And so we'll see kind of day by day.
But yeah,
I kind of like getting up and hanging out with everybody. And all right, here you go. If you really pay attention or you just guess, you might get this one right. What day is T's next auction? You don't have to give me the time, and I can give you a hint. It's in the evening. But what day of the week is T's next? What day of the week is my next auction? Let's see. We've got some guessers, maybe, or maybe somebody who looked ahead at Whatnot. And speaking of Whatnot, we can put the Whatnot link here. I don't know who can get to it faster, me or TuliTuli. I kind of worry about goofing up my system. Let's see. Tuli, do you have that link anywhere? Mm-hmm. Does she have it? Let's see here. Now, let me find it here. If you're not familiar with Whatnot, you've never been on it, it's an awful lot of fun. Let's see. I know I have a link somewhere, Mrs. T. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is. It's an awful lot of fun. It's kind of like this. If you like the timer, you'll love Whatnot.
Put it up there too.
And if you don't like the timer, you won't like Whatnot. But it kind of makes it fair for everybody. Mm-hmm. Did TuliTuli beat me to it?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it. There you go. And it took me all that time. There it is. You could use that link. You'll get $15 in free silver. But the answer is Monday. Monday night, I am doing a Whatnot auction. Monday night, I am doing a Whatnot auction. And let's see who the first 4 people to get these are. And whether they knew it by looking ahead at Whatnot or guessing, or they're just like RH and they know everything under the sun. Let's see. I see one. RH is correct. Monday. Indiana in person Monday. Yeah. And then Spokane Monday. And Catfish ARG.
Catfish, yep.
Catfish. All 4 with Monday.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys. Correctamundo. And let's see. There are still over 50 people here. TuliTuli, if you're good, we'll throw a couple more items out there. Let's see. I think we're kind of running out of stuff, actually. We ran out of everything in here. I'll tell you what. Let's just do a Mexican Libertad. Mm-hmm. End it at this. This will be the last one of the day. You guys have kind of wiped us out. I told you it was, although it was less quantity, a little higher quality today, and some more interesting things. Hopefully we'll see you all on Monday night. And let's see, Buck and Go on this Gordita circa 1982. There she is, 82, both sides. And Buck and Go starting now. Last auction.
You're using the timer.
Timer. Minute to win it. American Patriots at 30 on the old school Libertad. Last auction of the day. And so if you missed out earlier, here's your chance. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We had a nice time.
Yeah, Mrs. always T. A nice time. And like I said, a different feel for us because this was the only time we had. But
I feel like I have a little more energy, to be honest with you. Yeah. All right. Henry Hicks is at 38 with 27 seconds to go. And let's see where she lands. Should be in the 40s somewhere. But you guys, the bidders, will determine that. Not just me saying it. Wherever it lands, it lands. And I'm ready to hit SOLD in 12 seconds. Excuse me, 12 seconds.
Here we go.
Here comes the flurry. Bring it. Going 3 seconds. 2, 1. Timer. All right, where are we at? It's looking like Roger S at 42
All right.
on the old Libertad. There you go. There you
Nice,
go.
nice.
All righty, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. TuliTuli, you are a
Thank you.
superstar. Thank you so much. Central Michigan, thank you for helping out. Appreciate you being here. Mrs. T, I am hungry. Let's go eat something. And don't forget, if you're not already on the old Whatnot, get on there, receive your free $15 credit, and join us on Monday night. We're going to a coin show tomorrow. We got a friend or two that'll be there, and hopefully get some good deals to offer everybody on Whatnot.
And don't know where you all are, but we have an eclipse on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, be careful with that eclipse. Indiana in person, anybody else here in TuliTuli, I don't know if it'll get close enough to you in your part of the country, but it'll be sweeping across. We'll get partial here in Northwest Indiana. People are coming, I kid you not, literally from all over the world to Indianapolis, Indiana. It's one of the several major cities. I think Cleveland's another one. Somewhere in Texas is another one.
Yeah.
But Indianapolis, Indiana will get a full 4 minutes of total eclipse.
Yes.
They're having parties down there.
Right now.
They're having festivals. People are Airbnb-ing their houses.
Yeah.
People are coming in. Hotels are 3 or 4 times the normal rate.
Yeah.
And
So
they're having a big old party down in Indy.
Good old time.
And so good luck to anybody down there. Henry Hicks, anybody from Lafayette or any else around. Be careful and have fun. God bless. Have a great day.
Everyone.
We'll see you on Monday night. And next weekend for the next one, TuliTuli and I and Mrs. T will kind of figure out a date for that one. But Whatnot, Monday night. Hope to see you there. And not good night,
everyone.
good afternoon,
Enjoy the
and
day.
God bless.
Thank you.
TuliTuli, you rock.